April 24th marks the one-year anniversary of AIN Artificial Intelligence Newscast. On this day a year ago, in 2023, Max Willson had an idea of using AI tools to create short newscasts, and ever since, he's never looked back.
So the first artificial newscast I made was just bare bones.
Welcome to the Max Speed Newscast, where I bring you the latest updates from around Idaho at lightning fast speed. I understand that your time is valuable, which is why I've designed my newscast to deliver the top stories in a quick and concise manner. Relax and get ready for a fast-paced newscast that won't waste a second of your time.
I cloned my own voice, so, I was reporting the news. I just took the top news stories from Idaho at the time, summarized the stories through Chat GPT, boom, bopped out, a script, copied and pasted it into 11 labs with my own voice. Did a newscast. It was pretty simple. And then for some reason, I'm like, well, if this is local news, I need to have like a weather segment. So I'm like, this is funny. Let's have Taylor Swift do the weather,
Good afternoon. Here's your weather forecast for the upcoming week. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 63 degrees. On Wednesday, skies will be partly sunny with a high of 71 degrees. Thursday, we'll see partly sunny skies with a high temperature of 75 degrees. By Friday, we will be enjoying mostly sunny skies with a high of 78 degrees. The earliest AI tool Max discovered was a paint tool that could allow users to transform basic colors into realistic landscape photos.
2022 was the first time I ever messed with AI. It was some tool, and I don't remember the name of it, but it was a tool where you painted with just like basic paint colors, and each color had a different purpose. Green was grass, blue was water, brown was like a tree trunk, and then like another shade of green was like a tree trunk, leaves or something, and you just painted very basic colors, and then the AI would translate it into like a photorealistic like landscape. And this was the point in time when I realized, oh my god, like AI is the future. This just blew my mind.
The second AI tool Max discovered was a free image generator called Crayon. It allows users to input text, and the AI paints, draws, or makes photos of what the text says.
So then a few months later, I discovered this free AI website called Crayon, where it's text to image. You input text, and then you get an image out of it. And this was in 2022, and it was it was comically bad. I made a video of just random stuff like AOC with Alex Jones or Donald Trump with AOC. I don't know. I was just like mix and matching all these like politicians and conservatives that would never be together. I think I had one where it was like Trump being friends with Biden, just all this nonsense. But the images were so freaking bad looking, you just knew it was fake, but it had like a funny charm to it.
In 2023, Max discovered 11 labs, and that's when everything changed. Max was able to use the software to clone voices and make his videos sound more professional with very little effort involved.
So then I discovered 11 labs. And what that gives you the power to do is to clone voices. All you need is like a minute of a voice, and then you can clone it. You can input text, and then it says it like perfectly. And a year ago, there wasn't really any safeguards. There's safeguards now, but back then there weren't any. And I had a field day with it. Okay, I was like a kid in a candy store, I was making celebrities just say the dumbest freaking things, Like one of the first videos I had was I made like this Dr. Phil episode where Dr. Phil is interviewing Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift is like obsessed with toilets. Just stupid. Why did I do this? Because I thought it was freaking funny.
Welcome to an episode of my show. We are going to explore the oddities of Taylor Swift. Taylor has a very odd addiction in that she can't stop smelling toilets. Taylor, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Phil. I just can't get enough of the smell of toilets. It's like my nose is in heaven.
Wow, that's odd, Taylor. So tell us, how did you get in this odd situation where you love toilet smells?
Well, Phil, it all started when I was a little kid. My mom would always take me to that park, and I would just sit there in the bathroom for hours smelling the toilet. It became a habit, and now I can't stop.
That's not normal. You know that, right, Taylor? You are out of control. So how does this love for toilets affect your daily life?
Then I made another video like Joe Rogan. That was a really popular one. Joe Rogan was like Alex Jones and AOC, just like this crazy nonsense.
Hey, AOC, is everything okay? I invited you on this podcast and you're not saying much.
Guys, there's something I want to tell you. It's been a long time coming, but I think it's time.
Sure, AOC, you can tell us anything.
We're all ears. What do you have to say, AOC?
I'm lesbian. I'm dating a woman right now.
Okay, nothing wrong with being a lesbian. Who's the lucky lady you're dating?
Hell yeah, AOC is a lesbian. Yeah, that's such wonderful news.
After Max ran out of ideas to mock famous people, he then had an idea to use the AI tools for a newscast. And that's when the ideas around AIN formed. The original newscast was called Max Speed Newscast, but he eventually changed it to AIN because he felt the term Max Speed fit in the breaking news category. And he wasn't breaking the news, he was simply recapping the news. And that's when AIN was born.
So then once I know, okay, this is something, I go all in. So I made like 3D graphics for it, Max Speed Newscast. Boom.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Max Speed Newscast, powered by AI and broadcasting from Nampa, Idaho. We'll be bringing you the latest news and updates from around the world. So sit back, relax, and stay tuned as we bring you the top stories.
We're focusing on the historic town hall meeting between former President Donald Trump and CNN.
And then I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to do weather, I got to make the weather look like more professional and stuff. I did the weather. Now, why did I do weather? I don't know. This is a newscast. The weather.
Good afternoon, Nampa. Here's your weather report for May 8th, 2023, and the upcoming week. Today, Monday, May 8th, we can expect a high of 64 degrees and a low of 41 degrees. There is a chance of rain, so make sure to grab your umbrella before heading out. Moving on to Tuesday, May 9th, we can expect a high of 63 degrees and a low of 41 degrees. There's a chance of clouds, but no rain is expected.
I make this newscast about Tucker getting fired from Fox News, and then another section was about Britney Spears video, maybe AI generated. I don't know. I was just covering like the top news stories of the day, and boom, the freaking thing took off. It got like 6,000 views. I was like, what? Where did that come from? And that was like, if it wasn't for that video, I probably would have given up on the idea of AI news. But I realized, wait a second, there's something there. I need to tap into that. And of course, it took a long time to get back up to those numbers. But in the back of my mind, I'm going, something triggered that. And it has everything to do with the stories.
Just when Max thought he was ahead of the game, AI-generated videos started to pop up. Generating AI images and AI audio was no longer the cool thing to do. The new fad was generating videos, and that's when Max stumbled upon DID, an AI tool that allows users to animate still frames of someone's face.
So anyways, I'm thinking I'm ahead of the game with this newscast thing, I'm like, hell yeah, so far ahead of the game. I get on the Twitter, and I see people are already posting videos of AI generated videos. We're talking text to video videos. Like the famous video of Will Smith eating spaghetti. And you got other famous videos of runaway AI, like this Bud Light advertisement and stuff. And I'm thinking, what the heck? They already have text to video, like AI generated video. Like, I'm already behind the times. I thought I was ahead, and now I'm behind. So I try to do more research on the topic. Like, how do I get into this? I stumble upon an AI website called, I think it's called DID or DDI. I can't remember what's. All I know is if I put an IDD or IDD, I don't know. It's a website that allows you to animate still frame images of people. Like if they're just still frame, and then they'll like, well, you see with my news anchors, duh. That's where it came from. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing a newscast. This is like perfect. It was like perfect timing.
News anchor Megyn Kelly has revealed some insider information about Tucker Carlson's contract with Fox News. According to Kelly, Carlson's contract doesn't expire until January of 2025, long after the 2024 presidential election. However, there are rumors that Carlson is currently shopping around for a new deal with alternative sites and may even break his contract with Fox News for a bigger offer.
Liberal news anchors like Brian Stelter are triggered at this news. Brian stated that he's afraid that Twitter is becoming an echo chamber for right-wing extremism and a free-for-all for free speech.
Elon Musk, the owner of the private company Twitter, stated that he is welcoming all sides of the political spectrum to broadcast their opinion on the site and encourages everyone to do so.
So when I started my newscast, it was bare bones. Didn't really know what I was doing. At first, my gimmick was, I'm going to have like celebrities do the newscast, because I cloned their voices. So I'm like, okay, celebrities are going to do the newscast, right? And it was hit and miss. It was, I think I confused a lot of people. A lot of people are like, oh, that's funny. I saw like Kim Kardashian do like in a video or like doing the news. Like, I don't think like people understood what I was trying to do. It just didn't work. And then when I found the technology to animate the still frames, the picture of the still frames to what you see right now, of course, there's safeguards. They're not going to let me animate a celebrity's face. So then I was like, oh shit. So then that was when I got into the process of making really hot and sexy female news anchors, because come on, I got to compete with Fox News. I got to compete with Max. You think I'm going to be competing with fucking MSNBC and CNN? Get the fuck out of here. They have the ugliest freaking frumpy news anchors. You got to have sexy news anchors. Look, I'm a news guy. I know. Okay? That's what fucking men like, is sexy news anchors. And I truly don't think they care if they're real or not. They just want to look at something good looking. So that's when I really perfected how to make the news anchors look sexy. But that's my top secret that I'm not going to share to you because that's like, hello, So anyways.
As Max became more familiar with all of the AI tools to his disposal, he slowly became better and better at making videos. The two turning points in Max's content creation came when he made two videos about former President Obama. One was about the rumor of Obama being gay, and the other video was about Michelle Obama being a man.
Now, a big turning point in my AI newscast came with Obama is gay and Michelle Obama is a man video. These two videos, in my opinion, are pretty big deal to me. And the reason why is because this is when I broke away from ChatGPT. You see, for the longest time I was using ChatGPT to write my scripts. I'd give it all the detail, and they would write the script for me. And ChatGPT is not going to write a script about how Obama is gay. It is not going to write a script about how Michelle Obama is a man. It just ain't going to happen because this is like, this is just, it's all politically correct and shit. Safeguards and da-da-da-da. That's when I found the courage to, what do you know, write my own scripts. Da-da-da-da. Duh. Hello. How do you get by AI? you write your own scripts. So I was like, okay, well, here we go. I wrote my own scripts, and dude, the videos took off. They did fucking phenomenal. They did great. And that, I wrote all that. This wasn't like some chat GPT shit. That's when I realized, okay, I'm onto something here. I'm really onto something. I can trust myself. I don't have to rely all on computers or anything. I could write these scripts myself. So I started writing scripts, and videos started getting even better, you know?
With a steady stream of content being produced and shared, Max finally broke through the 10,000 view mark with a video titled Hannah Barron's Masculine Content Sparks Outrage.
So this was such a wild freaking story that happened in front of my face, you know? I'm on Twitter/X, and I'm seeing this insane story. There's this southern woman that I had no clue about, named Hannah, who's just like this tomboy who just likes doing southern things, and she's got a southern accent. And out of fucking nowhere, these two big Twitter users are just attacking her. Just calling her like, not calling her, but like saying that if you support this woman, you're gay and you're not masculine. If you like tomboys who happen to do, you know, women who happen like to do things that men like to do, and just all this crazy. I mean, the story is fucking nuts. I mean, right now it's got 16,000 views. It's my highest viewed AI video. And it just, there's a reason why the view numbers are just so high, because it's just mind-blowing. It's just like, what the fuck happened? And I documented everything, you know, I archived everything. I'm just like, I gotta make a video of this. And it took off. And that's the exact reason why I started doing this stuff, because I knew I was gonna hit gold. I hit gold. I mean, look, I'm a smaller channel. 16,000 to most people are just like, well, whatever. But to me, I was like, holy shit, I hit something here.
The future is looking bright for AIN. So much has changed in 1 year. Who knows what next year will look like? One thing is for sure, AI technology is advancing at a rapid pace. I'm going to end this newscast with Max Willson explaining one of his favorite videos.
My favorite newscast that I produced was the Google Gemini debacle. Now, if you don't know what this is, well, look it up. I mean, you can look it up on my channel. I made a freaking newscast about it. Google releases their AI image generator, and their AI is so politically correct. It's like producing, well, first of all, it is so politically correct, it refused to make any images of white people. Just everyone's black. You know, like all the founding fathers were black. The Nazis were all black. Like everything was just black. It's just like, what is going on? They actually had to discontinue their own AI service. Google, keep in mind, this is Google, like the biggest tech company. They lost billions over this. They're still trying to fix it. And it's just like, you just have to see the video because it's so ridiculous. What happened? And again, just like the Hannah video, it all happened in front of my face on Twitter/X. Just like, this is a video. It's insane.